What's going on, everybody? And we are finally live. We're a little late, but we're here. I'm JohnnyKpicks, and alongside me we have Blood Money MMA Bets, Cody, and
What's up?
we are going to go over our picks, predictions, bets for UFC Vegas 55. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. How are you tonight?
Pretty good. Ready to get some Chase Hooper love going.
I'm
starting it off.
Right. It started off good.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It's gonna finally get a week off after this week, and then 10 straight weeks. So you better enjoy that week off next week.
It's gonna be insane. I'm gonna get a lot of housework done and all that good stuff. And tell my wife I'm done for 10 weeks. That's it. You got me for a week, that's it.
Get a little landscaping done, and then
Yep. But for the early squad, everybody that's here, please hit that like button. There's links in the chat for both of our channels. So if you haven't subscribed to Blood Money, click on the link, subscribe, come right back. If you haven't subscribed to me, do the same thing, come right back. We'll be here for 90 minutes or whatever. And so yeah, hit the like button. I think we're gonna let's try to get to like 40 at least. 40 likes. I think we can get to 40. What do you think?
Yeah, that's obtainable. Let's get there.
I think the pay-per-view one that we did, we got to over 50 overall. So that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Definitely. Appreciate all the support from everybody, man. It's always a good crowd.
100%.
We always got a good crowd because, man, like I said, I didn't do too much social media stuff before this. And man, people could be mean on the internet, bro, on Instagram and all that. Like,
yeah, dude. Instagram's rough, dude.
Like you go compliment a fighter. Like I complimented Amanda Hebas, and some dude was like, "You're like," I was just like, "You had a good fight," and this other dude was like, "Your dad sells Avon." I was like, "What?" It was funny, man. But people it's wild.
Yeah, Saba says, "Hello, brother. Good to see my good to
Saba,
see you.
What's up,
Uncle
Saba,
Johnny? Your cousin Cody now, dude."
Okay, I'll take that. Saba's the man. He knows his stuff too. Really knows his stuff.
What's up, Cold Wars? Blood Money sent you good.
Yeah, Cold Wars, man. That's my guy too. He knows his stuff too, man.
Yep. Yeah, we got some reverb, I guess. So we'll try to tone that down.
What's the reverb?
Yeah, I guess probably some like loud noises, like sounds in the background.
Okay.
What's up, Carlos? He's eating spaghetti right now. Nice. I think I want to eat some pizza tonight, so I'm hoping for pizza for dinner. Just throwing that out there. I know it's a little weird, but hey.
Good stuff.
Hey, Cody, I'm just following your bets.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Carlos.
When you come to Spain, I'm buying you a beer. I hope that's to me, too.
Yeah, dude, I plan on coming to Spain. I plan on going to Spain sometime for real.
I want to go to Europe, too, but with all this crap going on right now, I mean, I'll wait another year or so.
Spain and Greece. That's where I want to take my daughter to, man. Let her see all them. Italy, too.
I got to go to Greece once. I'm Greek, so got to go.
Yeah. Saba knows what time it is. Saba knows. Scott, what's up? Saba with the Chase Hooper.
Yeah, that's right. Flying knee bar. I'm going to – Saba called it right there.
That's tough. I hope not.
I hope not. Just as long as he doesn't twerk, right? I mean –
better not. He ain't got nothing to twerk, man.
It's true.
Chase Hooper, I don't think he does.
All right. So last card, we'll talk over all the craziness of last card, dude. What was your craziness of, UFC 54?
Craziest thing was definitely just seeing freaking Maximov get choked out in like 40 seconds like that. It's just like, because he's good, so good at jiu-jitsu too, that like most of these UFC dudes are so high level they get out of that stuff. So you're just used to seeing, okay, he's got a dart, dude's gonna roll, boom, flip, and he's out of it. That didn't happen. And you're like, and then when the ref, like to the point where even when the ref, like I think it was Herb Dean or somebody reached down to like grab his arm, I thought it was because he was grabbing his shorts or something. I didn't even, it was so quick, I didn't think he was even checking him to see if he was out. But yeah, that was crazy for me. Yeah,
I mean, you know what? When I was doing the predictions, my gut was telling me something like Petrosky, and I'm like, I don't know, man. His cardio is so bad. I can't trust him yet. But dude, like first round, he is just a killer, dude.
Yeah,
and he looked pretty big. Like Maximov looked bigger, but like the fight night, he looked big, like just huge. Like
he was so much faster too.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. Like Maximov went for his takedown, and Petrosky just went around, spun around, boom, got him in the dark. Like you could just tell that Maximov was like a little taller and bigger. But like, yeah, man, Petrosky had that speed. Speed kills, dude. Even like with like Arnold Allen and Dan Hooker, when these dudes are dropping down these weight classes, they seem to be getting pieced up like that. You know what I mean? Because I think that speed, they're used to being the fast guys when they're the littler and like 155, and then they come down, and now they're the bigger guy, and that speed's killing.
Yep. And he has some like nasty triangle, like just chokes. Like he can squeeze like whatever muscles he has there and just like squeeze it. Like, man, it's game over. Like no one's going to get out of that.
Right. And that's like the difference of their styles is Maximov's more of like a position, could control, you know, land some ground and pound, keep taking you down, where Petrosky is like, he's wanting to submit you the whole time. So it's a little different style of jiu-jitsu. But man, that hit you had by betting Petrosky by first round sub was sick. Was it like $5 to win 125?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I was just like, you know what? I had this like weird feeling right before the fight, and I didn't like have a chance to like, you know, post it real quick or anything. And I'm like, I'm just gonna throw it down there. It's $5 just to make my account even, you know.
And you sent it to me before the fight on Instagram.
Like,
you showed me
a shot. Fuck it.
Yeah,
it happened. I was like, oh shit.
Imagine if you'd had like 50 on it or so. I mean, nobody could risk that much because but like, man, that was a good hit.
I was like, oh, let's throw. I just had that weird feeling all week, and I was like, that's why I didn't even throw a bet like a parlay. I didn't parlay Maximov or nothing. I was just like, for some reason, I'm staying away from this fight because I have conflicting. Yeah. Like my head says one way and my gut says another. So I'm like, I'm not touching it. I hate when that happens. But at the last second, I'm like, first round sub or he's not going to win. I'll be okay with it.
Right. I didn't bet anything or have him in any parlays, but I did have him in a DraftKings. I put in one DraftKings lineup, and I was like, as soon as it happened, I'm like, no way. That's the worst thing that can happen in DraftKings. Not only your main guy get choked out like that, but to not get any points whatsoever. But
yeah, what's going on, RDO? Welcome to the jungle, man.
Yo. Yeah, James is here. What's up, James, man?
Get down here. Yep. James, here we go.
He's always here for our stuff. Yeah, my man.
Let's see what we got. Great hand. You threw back. Okay, there you go. My crazy fight for me, I was the Cutelaba and Span fight, dude. Like Cutelaba just like disappointed. Like he brought me down. I was like, are you serious?
Right. Get caught in that choke like that. Yeah.
But he was landing those takedowns. He just couldn't keep them down. He kept getting pushed back. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? And then he just got choked out.
I think his path to victory in that fight would be, because I mean, if you've ever watched Ryan Spann, like he's got pretty good jiu-jitsu. Watch him choke out like Devin Clark, and he's got like 10 submissions on his record, and he's a lot bigger than Cutelaba. I think Cutelaba's way to win that was to go out and just bang with him and catch him, because you know that's really Spann's like weakness is his jaw. Yeah, he didn't do that, man, and kept trying them takedowns. So then that was going to be inevitable anyways, because he was just going to gas himself out. Ryan Spann's so big, dude, 6'5", a lot of weight. Yeah, I think Cutelaba needed to go out and like club and sub him, or you know, get something like that. I don't think he was going to hold him down for 5 rounds unless Spann gassed out. But
yeah, I was expecting him to get maybe a takedown or two like he did, but I was expecting a little bit more like control time, just to, like you said, wear him down a bit. And then maybe come late first round or early second round, then he would just get him out of there. But he got choked out before that. So yeah, and then obviously the fluke Rakic thing. I'm not going to go into that. Like, man, sucky.
Sucky, yeah, dude. I was up $415 or $385. I was up $385 going into that, and I had 200 on Rakic to win 130. And so I would have won 515. I would end up winning 515 if he wouldn't have blew his knee out and still won. I mean, that was a close fight and all that, but all you need to do is land a couple more takedowns, and it was his. So
yeah, he looked like he was turning the corner in that fight too. And like I had him to win to close out a parlay, and I also had another bet. I think it was the fight to get to like round 4, and that would have closed out.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, dude,
and it was on its way. It was well on its way to that.
I was like, these are easy money, and then it just happened in the 3rd round. I'm like, oh, figures.
I didn't know what happened. I didn't know if he like got hit with a leg kick or something, because like, you know, he went down. It was like while Jan was throwing some stuff, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? And then Yeah, man. I was like, holy shit. It just sucks, man. It's been so much weird stuff, dude. MMA, literally like the last 2 months, not even the last couple weeks, but just last 2 months, man, just been really weird. Judges' decisions, injuries, just all different stuff, man. Bad refereeing.
Yep.
Everything.
Yeah. It's just a lot of crazy stuff. Like anything can happen, like you said.
Yeah.
But let's see. We got Effie's here. What's going on, man?
What's up,
Bro,
Effie?
that knee cost me over. Cost me the over as well. Yeah. I'm sure it cost like a lot of people over. Like any bet.
Yeah, it's just like even with everybody had the over on Tony Ferguson with Michael Chandler.
Yep,
he kicks his
same
face
thing.
off like right before it too, the craziness.
Yep. Alrighty, so let's get to the fights here. Let's start at the first one. We'll do Elise Reed versus Sam Hughes. You want to start that up?
Yeah, this is gonna be a decent girl scrap, man. Both of these girls got decent striking. I know Elise Reed probably has a little bit better striking, but both these girls have really good striking. Sam Hughes is gonna be a little bigger. That's kind of what I like in this fight. She's gonna be 5'5" with 64.5-inch reach, where Elise Reed's 5'3" with 63-inch reach. Because Elise Reed used to fight at atom weight down at 105, so she's kind of already a smaller 115 or but she's got good taekwondo. That's really what she wants to use. She's got fast hands, throws a lot of straight rights right down the middle with power. You've seen her cracking Corey McKenna with that. She's 5-1, but she actually was 6-1 as a amateur. So that's a pretty good girls record. Like, she could be like 12-2 or some 11-2 or something. And she has another win over Jasmine Jurajevicius, the girl that's already in the UFC. That's pretty good. She got that win over Kay Hansen and stuff. Sam Hughes, I don't know what to say about her. She's not really great anywhere, but she's like pretty decent everywhere. And she's got really good cardio and toughness. Like that's really what she's got going for her. But I think and all four, she's got 4 losses, but all 4 of her losses are the girls that fight in the UFC, either in regional scene or here, but they're all UFC fighters. And I don't know. I just think this fight's going to be really close standing up. And with Sam Hughes constantly putting pressure on Reed, she might be able to slow her down. And I feel like Nunes, that Reed Hughes just fought, is better than Reed, has better striking and everything. Maybe not as good a gas tank, but she has better striking than her. And if Hughes was able to hang with her and start taking over in that, I think she could do it in this. So I'm not betting this fight. I would like the over, if anything. But I'm going to take Sam Hughes to win a decision.
Okay.
But no bet on it, though.
Yeah.
I just think maybe she can start getting landed some takedowns. If anybody's going to get takedowns, it's going to be her. She's just a little bigger, and she puts a pace on and stuff. So maybe she can wear on the smaller girl, and eventually, like she did last fight, because she's done that in every fight she had. She had that Loma Luke Boomy fight, and she got beat up for like the first round and like 3/4 of the second, and then the third she started doing good against Luke Boomy too. So like she did against Nunes. So yeah, man, I'm going to take Hughes by decision.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go the other way here. Like you said, I just don't know. Like Sam Hughes to me is like a mystery because she doesn't have that good of striking. Her wrestling is okay, if you want to say, but she really has really good cardio. Like that's the good thing. She always pushes forward and she'll be in your face and she'll take shots all rounds, every round. But she'll just keep coming forward. She has like zombie brains. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the thing about so Reed is like Nunes, like you said, but I think she has better cardio, and I think she has a better get-up game as well. But Nunes is the better striker, but Reed has better striking than Hughes too. So for me, I think this is going to be a little bit better of quality of competition that Hughes will be fighting right here. And I just think this has split decision written all over. I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody wants to bet this fight, just do a split decision. I think it's going to be like plus 300, plus 400, because I know there's going to be at least 1 or 2 judges that are going to like one way or another, because this is going to be a really close fight. Because I think Reed's going to come out early, win round 1, and then Hughes is going to win round 3. Just whatever happens in round 2, that's where people are gonna have to decide who's gonna win this one. But I think Reed will be able to outstrike her when it's on the feet. And if she does get taken down, which I do see her getting taken down maybe once or twice, I think she'll be able to get up, because I don't think Hughes has really good. She can't really keep people on the ground that well. She can keep them up against the cage pretty good, if she wants to do that. But holding him down on the ground, like keeping in top control, I think she's a little dicey, but it's going to be a weird low-level MMA, women's MMA fight. So, I mean, if you want to bet this fight, I think it's split decision all day.
Yeah, that's genius. That sounds like the perfect bet.
And knowing how the judges are going, you know what I mean?
Right. So yeah, and you don't even have to really pick a winner there, and that does sound like a good bet, especially if you're just throwing. If it's probably like plus 300 or 400, man. If you're just throwing $10 on that or so, you know, 0.10, whatever, half a unit, whatever anything is, you can win some decent money. And that seems like you said. I mean, dude, what we had the one card that had 14 fights and had 5 split decisions. Yeah, you know, that's like.
And it probably should have been 6 because of the Lima and Ivano fight. I thought that was going to be a split decision too.
I think Ovin St. Preux, was that one a split?
Yep.
Oh, that one was. I was going to say, if not, yeah, that one should have been too. Yeah, man. So that's a good bet.
Yep. Let's see. We got a couple new people in here. What's up, Dirty Reg? Pick the
Dirty
favorite.
Reg.
Not sure to include in a parlay or not. If you're talking about Reed, I don't think I would include that in the parlay at all.
I say pick your favorite.
Pick the favorite, at least not sure. I might have missed something there.
Yes, that's
let's see. Says Sam Hughes is willing to pay those heavy tabs when she deserves to push forward. Yep.
Yeah.
Not sure
she's tough, man.
She is tough. About Better's here. What's going on, man?
About Better. What's up, man?
And Saba said the split is plus 350. So
that's a good line, man. And yeah, odds are like that.
It's gonna be so close, and I don't know how the judges are going to score it one way or another. So,
right.
And what's up, Nick? How's it going, man? He's here, Nick Alexander.
Nick, what's up, man?
Let's see. Bob Benner says get to watch during work. He's working.
Nice.
And this is a nasty betting card. You know what? I was just talking to you through the chat before this, and I was like, man, I can't find a lot of good spots here. I'm going to start doubling up on the bets that I like, and
it's tough
from there. This was a weird one. It's a weird one.
I actually had to go with more like over under type bets on this one than just picking straight, because like there's some people it's close to even money that I wanted to bet so bad, and I had it typed in on the kiosk and everything, and I couldn't pull the trigger. We'll talk about it later, but it's like I wanted to.
All right, we'll go up to the next one here. Oh, should we do it now or wait?
What's that?
The Chase Hooper.
Oh, we can do it now, man.
Colares fight. I'm going to start it off, though. Are you sure you want to do this?
I don't know if you want to do this with Chase Hooper. It's tough to find talking points on this.
All right. Here we go. I'm going with my guy. Chase Hooper here. Now, I will tell you the main reason why I'm going with him is because my gut feeling says this is going to be more of a grappling match than I don't think this is going to play out on the feet. And if you've seen Chase Hooper fight before, this dude rolls around like Ryan Hall trying to get people to the ground. And he doesn't want to stand. He doesn't want to strike. Like, he's going to be the way bigger fighter, though. I think he's like, he has like 4 inches height and 4 inches reach, somewhere around there. But to me, that's just like an easy way to get a rear naked choke if you're going to be that tall. And I just think, man, I'm not that impressed with Colares at all, actually. His striking, it's going to be better than Hooper, but it's not that great. His wrestling is okay. It's probably going to be better than Hooper's, but it's not that great. But the grappling, for me, like, that's Hooper all day. And I know Colares has okay grappling, and he's a BJJ black belt, all this and that. But, man, if this is going to be a grappling match, which I do see it, that's why I'm picking Hooper here. My gut, like, initial gut was like Hooper, and I'm like, wait a minute, wait. And I'm trying to find a way to pick Colares, and I'm like, only way I can pick him is if this is going to be the fight is standing 100%, and I don't think it's going to happen. So that's why I'm picking Hooper. Don't kill me. I don't have to bet on this. I'm not touching this bet. I'm not touching this fight at all. But that's just my initial feeling about this one.
No, I get it. Yeah, because Colares is coming up from 135, but he's not too small. To begin, I think he's 5'9" or something like that.
You know, I've seen conflicting reports like 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". I'll just say 5'9".
He looks tall. Like, if you watch Colares fight Chris Gutierrez last fight, dude, he looks a lot bigger, like taller than Gutierrez and stuff. But dude, he went to a split decision with Gutierrez, and that should almost be enough. But I think like Chase Hooper's striking's terrible. His wrestling's terrible. Like everything. I mean, to be honest, his jiu-jitsu's okay if he's fighting David Tamer or if he can get Pete Barrett to the ground. But dude, well, and that's another thing with Kolaris on the side. Like Steve Peterson, who he fought last time, was, you know, probably going to be smaller than Kolaris is. Kolaris has a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and I think his is actually like better than Chase Hooper's. You know what I mean? He's got like a legit one, because like Chase Hooper just got tapped out in a I don't know if he got tapped out or beat by points. I think he got tapped out though, submitted in a grappling match just like within the last year. He's so physically weak. Like he doesn't even look like you can't be in the UFC, right? If all you have is like decent jiu-jitsu. I wouldn't call it even like world-class jiu-jitsu, but you have no striking and you have no wrestling game to get it down. He's only 22. He should still be in the regionals. They should be building this kid up and letting him build his skills and get him back in the UFC, because he's taking beatings, dude. Like Alex Caceres and Steve Peterson and Pete Barrett. Pete Barrett was beating him. Pete Barrett's terrible. He was beating him until he got freaking knee barred or whatever. He got whatever. I think it was a knee bar ankle heel hook. Yeah. And that was late in the third. And that was just like bad fight IQ. You know what I mean? But Pete Barrett's not good. And Kolaris, to me, Kolaris can have better striking. He's got powerful body kicks. He's got decent striking. He pretty much struck with Chris Gutierrez the whole last fight, you know, like, and he went to a split decision. I didn't really think it was split. I had Gutierrez. I thought he kind of clearly won, but it was close. If they do go to the ground, I think that Kolaris is going to be on top. He's a legit black belt. He's never been tapped out or nothing. And I don't think Chase Hooper is going to be the one to do it. You know what I mean? And the dude's tough. He's got pretty good cardio. You've seen against, Luke Sanders, a couple of his other fights, man. He's fought tough. And this is more of a fade. It's not like I'm like Gutierrez or Corrales is like great, but he's not bad. But I just think that he's got enough to beat Chase Hooper. And as long as if he wasn't like a black belt in jiu-jitsu too. So I don't see him just getting, you know what I mean? This dude's Brazilian. He's been rolling around and doing jiu-jitsu his whole life. Actually, see, that's what I like. Like Chase Hooper's 22 and all he's done is jiu-jitsu. He hasn't done no striking stuff. Like now he's training on it, but growing up as a kid, no striking, no wrestling stuff, just jiu-jitsu. And Kolaris he's done taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, and I believe there's one other judo. So he's got 3 different things he's been doing since he's a kid, dude. And I just think that this dude's tougher. Like, I don't know, maybe Chase Hooper will grow into his body one day, but dude, he's weak. He's physically weak. Like you can see when people grab him, they just like can throw him off him and just throw him to the ground. Yeah. And he just rolls around, dude. And I get it with most people. He does have a chance to do some stuff, but I just don't think that he's going to get another lifelong jiu-jitsu dude out of there. And I think he's going to be on bottom. I don't think Kolaris finishes him or nothing, but yeah, man, I got Kolaris. I bet him big. I bet like 250 to win 150. Yeah, because I really do. I mean, dude, Chase Hooper's not UFC caliber, dude. Oh, not at all.
See, I wish that you didn't bet him, because I want this to be more of like a rivalry bet sort of thing.
Right.
But now I feel bad because you put like money down. I'm like,
but I don't want to like
root for him now.
You can root for him. He's gonna get beat up, man. He's getting beat up either way.
I'm gonna end my closing thoughts with Chase Hooper here. Okay, so the last time he fought was like almost a year ago. So he might have got a little bit more manly, maybe a little bit more muscle, maybe a little bit better striking. Who knows? Maybe he got better in this year. So at least he's not taking this fight like 3 months later, and we know what Chase Hooper looks like. It's been a year, right? So maybe he got some. I didn't look on his Instagram or anything, but maybe he got better at something. Who knows? And he did lose by decision in the grappling fight against Moicano. So Moicano's pretty good, and he's pretty tough too.
Yeah.
But that's all. That was my closing arguments.
Right. Yeah, man. I feel it. I just don't think Chase Hooper belongs in the UFC. Like, I don't think I don't know. And like I seen Nick Alexander say, he said Corrales will kick Hooper in the ribs and hurt him. I think so, dude. Corrales, I'd have to look. It's either a left or a right body kick, but he's got a sick left and right body kick. I mean, he was piecing up Chris Gutierrez at times, and that dude's good, man. So we'll see. But yeah, man, I really excuse me, I really think it's going to be a weird, sloppy fight, but I really do think Kolaris got this. He's not going to get just like subbed out of nowhere. So
yeah. Well, that's what I'm going with. The sub out of nowhere. Sub out of nowhere, just randomly.
Right.
Be losing the whole fight and then pull out like a weird flying knee bar, let's say.
Fucking better not. Fucking better not.
And then he's gonna get up and then he's gonna twerk. That's what he's gonna do.
Him and Jordan. What's his fucking name? Nah, man. Jordan, I can't take a loss and have to watch these dudes twerk, dude, in the same minute. Like I'll break my TV next time, man. I'm lose money and have to see that.
See, Dirty Reg said, "Hey, Tapology pick Hooper for him and no planet." That's the same with me. Boom.
Yeah.
I got someone. I'm not the only one.
You guys have been drinking that Kool-Aid, that Hooper Kool-Aid, man.
Yep. Hooper's BJJ is good, but his wrestling is just not,
I don't think he's coordinated enough to be able to strike. Like, he might be able to learn a little, but he literally, dude, like, he's not a fighter. You can tell. I mean, he's tough and he's got the BJJ, but he's not a killer and he's not like a fight. Like, he don't look coordinated. He's like somebody was saying too, he's like Ben Askren, man, with the striking, good grappling, but like awkward and uncoordinated stance. Some people just can't throw punches. Like, Ben Askren never could, that mofo.
True.
He fought for like 10, 12 years, and never learned how to box.
All right. We'll move on up the card here.
Right.
Let's see.
That's another thing. Corrales too, being 28. Like Hooper could have got better in a year, but Corrales is only 28 and he could have got a lot better. You know what I mean? Since last time he fought too. And he's fought the better competition too, so.
Yeah. All right, so the next fight we got is a good one here. Jonathan Martinez versus Vince Morales. I'll let you start that one off.
Yeah, man. Jonathan Martinez, great striker. He got a little bit of a suspect chin, but man, the dude is, he's super fast. He's got good takedown defense, decent wrestling. I don't know what the hell's going on. But the thing is he's got power leg kicks, man. And Vince Morales is real heavy on his lead leg. He likes to box a lot. He'll throw some kicks, but he really likes to box. And you seen him get his leg chewed up by Chris Gutierrez. And Jonathan Martinez fights a lot like Gutierrez, but I think he has a little bit better boxing, but a little bit worse chin than Gutierrez. But I think this is going to be a good stand-up match most of the time. I think Martinez is going to be a lot faster than Vince. And I think he's just going to be able to walk around. He throws all them leg kicks, man. Like I said, Vince Morales doesn't check leg kicks. I hope he learned how to check leg kicks since that last fight, because he got stopped in the second round with leg kicks. And that's pretty much the same style Martinez has. So I think that he can either beat him up real bad with leg kicks and get a decision, slow him down and just pick him apart a little bit, or he might beat him up with leg kicks and finish him, or he could beat him up with leg kicks and then fake a leg kick, come up high and head kick him. But I see Martinez getting this win. He better keep his hands up, because you've seen him, like Perez dropped him last time. He's been knocked out by Grant. He got dropped twice by Sukentao. So like he better keep his hands up. But as long as he don't get knocked out, which it's not like Vince Morales. He got that knockout against Louis Smolka last fight, but that was a weird, Louis Smolka was just like throwing knees in a clinch and he just came over the top. He's not really like a crazy knockout guy. He didn't even knock out Draco Rodriguez. So I'm taking Jonathan Martinez. I don't know if I would say decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if he could get a finish. But Morales is super tough, but your legs, you know what I mean? You can't stop that. So.
Yeah, I got Martinez here all day, and this is one of my most confident picks of the night.
Yeah.
And pretty much everything you said was like exact. Like the only thing that Morales, I would worry about him is like the leg kicks, because I think that's the only way that Martinez can get a KO is like if he just chops at the legs all fight and eventually he just drops and he's done. Like I don't see like a typical knockout with punches on, in the face or something like that. But Martinez is going to be the better striker. He's going to be quicker, more technical. Legs are good. Like leg kicks are good. The only thing I could see happening maybe is just Morales landing that like one big right hand and then Martinez goes down, which is a little scary. Like you said, his chin is a little suspect, but he is the better fighter here. And I think this fight will go to decision. I don't see any KOs or anything like that. I have the over 2.5 in this one too. So
yeah, man. I like that. I threw him in with another parlay piece coming up, and I think he's pretty safe, man, because it's kind of like the Hooper thing where he's got a chance for a crazy sub, and Vince pretty much only has a chance to get that crazy knockout, because I don't think he's winning minutes. I think Martinez throws so many kicks. So yeah, I'm with you too, man. put him up there with as a lock. So
yeah, I mean, he's close to a lock of the night as anyone on this card. I mean, it's gonna be a sketchy card for locks, but let's see. Yeah, Nick Alexander likes Martinez for the leg kicks. Yeah, I mean that's the big thing for me. Like if he just works the leg kicks early, it's just gonna pay dividends throughout the whole fight.
Right.
Let's see. Grant and Smolka. Like God, Grant was destroying Smolka, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Smolka's tough.
60 fucking clean strikes in the first round. I'm surprised he didn't
clean.
Go down. Oh yeah,
clean. And like you said, in the second round, he got away from them leg kicks, dude. He was hurting Smolka with the leg kicks in the first round. And then like the whole second did throw. I was kind of worried going into that third, like, what are we going to get here? But
I almost was thinking maybe Grant was like, I don't want to say he was taking it easy, but like, man, he had to have been a little tired from throwing all those bombs. And then like in the third round, he's like, you know what? Leg kicks. I forgot.
Yeah. And them were some hard leg kicks, dude.
Yeah. He throws every punch 150%. It's crazy.
Right.
All right. So we'll move on up to the next fight. We got Omar Morales versus Churros Midwich. And with my pick, I'm going to go with the Serbian. My wife is Serbian. And not only I'm picking it because my wife's Serbian, I do like Midwich a lot here. And I'm just not, you know what? Morales to me, again, I'm just not very impressed with him. I know he's super tough and he's just very low volume striking. He just kind of stands there. And I'm not saying his striking defense is bad, but he's not a movable target. And for Midwich, like this dude, if he just goes to his normal game plan of like, I'm just gonna go flying knees, or be like kind of like Pereira in a way. He kind of reminds me of his style like that. If he can just kind of like jump in and out, do some like punches here and there, flying knees, like I think he can get Morales to get his first knockout of his career. Because I know Midwich looked really bad against Jailton Turner, but Jailton Turner is a freaking he's probably the real deal. And there's a lot of good lightweights though. But man, Turner was so much bigger than Midwich though. And I think it was Midwich. It was his UFC debut too. So I'm sure a little nerves were in there too. But I think hopefully like he goes back to his old style, just being a little crazy, controlled a little bit. And maybe I am fading Morales more, but I think Midwich can get the knockout here.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No offense, man, but I think that Morales is gonna win this. I wish the line wouldn't have dropped today. I wish it would have dropped yesterday because I wanted to bet him. I had it wrote down when I went to the casino, but when I went there, he was minus 165, and now today he's like minus 135 or something, 140 again.
Yeah, somewhere around that range. Yeah.
The biggest thing that shows me that Morales is going to win, besides the fact that he's got way better wrestling and jiu-jitsu, and he's got legit jiu-jitsu. He's got good striking, he's got good striking defense, but the thing is he just went Giga Jakatsi's the same size as Medic, dude. He's 6'1", he's tall, he's long, but way better striker than Medic. And he went he got beat up by Giga, but he went 3 hard rounds with Giga, took all his shots, dude, and survived. He's never been knocked out in his career. He's actually 10-0 at 155 too, because he was undefeated when he dropped down to 145 for some reason, and he got his 2 losses there. But yeah, man, Medic, I can't bet him until he proves that he's actually good. He's coming out the Alaska fight scene, which is with terrible fighters. He does look good against them guys, but he got exposed to me against Jailton Turner. His wrestling and his jiu-jitsu was terrible. He just like laid on his back, and then it looked like they had their first exchange. Jailton Turner took him down, didn't even really do no damage to him, held him down for like a round or like 2 minutes, stayed tight on him. By the time they got up, man, Medic looked like a whole different fighter. He looked like he was already gassed, and that was like 2.5, 3 minutes into it. You know what I mean? And then Turner just started picking him apart. Now, I'm not saying Omar Morales can do that, but I'm saying Omar Morales has good leg kicks. He has good striking defense. Like I said, never been knocked out. So, I mean, yeah, he got choked out against Jonathan Pierce, but he just got grappled in that. But I think that he's definitely able to survive. He's been in there with some pretty good strikers. Giga, what's the other, the Mexican dude with the hard leg kicks that just got knocked out by David Oyama? Benavidez or
Benitez?
Yeah, Benitez, good strikers, man. He's been in there with other and not, never got knocked out. I know he got dropped against Giga, but I just feel like he's going to be able to survive that stuff, and I feel like he's going to be able to get the takedowns on Euros, and he's going to take over. And he's a legit black belt. Omar Morales is a legit black belt. He hasn't had many finishes lately, but he had a lot before he came into the UFC. But I'm going to take him to get the second or third round finish. I didn't bet this. I like the under on it, but because it seems like Euros in the round one, first round and a half, or it's going to be Morales after that. And I just, like I said, after what I've seen with Giga's the same size as Euros. He was taking his shots. He's going to be able to take Euros' shots. I just think he's going to be able to get the finish later on.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Midwich will get the first round knockout, and if he doesn't, like the only play I have on this one is the under 2.5 rounds, because I don't think Midwich got past the 1.5 round mark in any of his fights. No. So I'm kind of suspect about his cardio. So if this fight does go over, let's say 1.5 rounds, like I'll be honest, Midwich isn't going to win.
Right.
But I don't even know if he's going to be able to finish the fight after the first round, because I think he's going to go in there like he
go nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think he's going to be like, all right, I tried playing it safe against Turner, and look what happened.
Right.
I got knocked out. So I was like, I'm just gonna go guns blazing like I normally do, and we'll see what happens.
And it's like you said, and Nick said too, man. Jailton Turner's a savage, and he would beat the shit out of Morales too. Yeah. But it would take him a little. He wouldn't just ragdoll Morales like that. You know what I mean? And just beat him to the body and just crumple him. And it kind of looked like Medic quit in that fight too, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
and that's never good.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I'm trying to remember that fight.
Josh
like,
Adamas.
He must have. Did he get like rocked and then he kind of like, oh, okay, I'm done, and then got subbed? Right? Is that what happened? Like club and sub, sort of.
Well, he got hit to the body. He got hurt to the body, and then kind of just like folded over. And I can't remember if he ended up pounding him out or subbing him. I think he punched him out. I think it was a TKO.
Let me look real quick. It says rear naked choke, actually, Turner. So it kind of was like a club and sub, probably.
Okay, yeah. Hurt him to the body, followed him down, and subbed him. Yeah.
What's up, Joshua Damas?
What's up?
Yeah, Medic is definitely one-dimensional. I'm going with that
knockout. One round and one-dimensional too.
I'm going knockout. Let's do it.
Hey, you never know. Well, I'm wondering what's the line on just Medic by knockout?
I think I want to say it was like in the 200 range. If I look
first round knockout too.
First round, I don't know. That's just plain old knockout. So probably like 500, 400 or 500, I would guess.
Damn. I mean, and it seems like that's the way it's going to happen if it happens. You know what I mean?
I would say first, maybe second round knockout, but it's less safe. Let's be honest.
Right. Yeah.
Let's see. He parlayed Morales the under 2.5 and Martinez money line at 133. That's a good bet. I like that.
I like that one. Yeah. Definitely.
Right. Okay, so we'll move on up to probably the weirdest fight of the night, just because of the people who's fighting. Parker Porter versus Jailton Almeida. You can start this bad boy off.
All right. Yeah, this is gonna be a weird one with Parker Porter and Almeida. I don't even know where I have this wrote down at. But yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, Almeida's gonna look big at heavyweight. He's fought at heavyweight before, but I mean, he's not gonna come in at 250 or nothing. But he's a big dude, and he's gonna look big at heavyweight. And I think he's gonna be so much faster than Parker Porter that he's gonna be able to land his takedowns and move around as he needs to on the ground, and probably get the first round finish. To be honest, because it's not like Parker Porter's bad or nothing, but I see this dude. This dude could end up being a champ at 205. The thing is, though, is he doesn't have the best striking defense. Like, he doesn't have the best striking. He can throw kicks, and seems like he has decent punches, but he don't take punches well, and I don't think he wants to get punched. Even when he fought that undefeated Russian on the Contender Series, anytime that they were standing up, which wasn't much because he really likes to grapple. Anytime they were standing up, though, man, he got hit with a couple little shots. Like, his defense isn't the best, but he throws decent strikes. But Parker Porter ain't really a one-shot killer in stand-up. So, I mean, I think Almeida's going to come out and just go nuts, and try to get the finish. So I think Almeida's going to win. But I ended up just betting the under 1.5. I bet under 1.5. I bet it pretty big. I bet I think like 1.65 units or something to win like 1.3 or something. But yeah, because I think Almeida is going to come out the way he does and just go full go for the takedowns, go for the submissions, all that. And if he doesn't get them, then he's going to be gassed out. And if Parker Porter's big ass gets on top of him at any point and he's gassed out, I don't see how he doesn't get the finish, you know? So I just went with the under at -130.
Yeah. Yeah. I threw Almeida in a parlay because I'm like, he's going to win this one too. But how I see this happening though, too, like you said, I think Almeida's going to go for the takedowns early. And I think if he does get him down, I mean, it's going to be only a matter of time. And if Almeida does get past the 1.5 round mark, like you said, or if he gets gassed out in the first round, let's say, Porter's probably going to finish him on the ground too. So
yeah, and that's why
it's rolling the dice a little bit here. I know it's a big line, and a lot of people are trying to on Twitter are trying to make their case for Porter here. And I'm like, I get it, but we also have to realize that's not going to happen. Let's be honest. I just don't see a crazy upset here from Parker Porter. I know he has good cardio. He has good volume for a heavyweight. And like you said, he's not really like a knockout or one-punch knockout killer, even for heavyweight. So, I mean, he wins most of his fights by unanimous decisions. He loses by, any way possible. Right. It's just it's hard not to pick Almeida here. I would maybe look at the fight doesn't start round 3, just to give you that little extra cushion, just in case. I don't know what the odds are, but I didn't play it either. But but I like the under 1.5. I think this fight's not going to get out of the first round though.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's why. Yeah, it's because I could see that. I can actually see that where Almeida starts slowing down. He gets some takedowns, keeps getting them down, and whatever, and then Parker gets up a couple times, and then next thing you know, he's gassing a little bit, and Parker's landing some leg kicks. So I'd just rather bet them both, one of them to get the finish in the first round and a half.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Parker Porter has some balls taking this fight. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it's the huge one. He better not go swimming, man. He's gonna sink to the bottom. He ain't coming back up.
Cold Wars is kind of digging this wild card pork.
Hey, man.
I mean,
look at Petrosky last week. Petrosky came through, and he has a path to victory, gassing him out and then taking over. So
let's see. Almeida by TKO or sub, under is a great bet. I would say TKO, and it's probably going to be mainly technical knockout or ground and pound knockout. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's going to be on the feet. And if he does drop him, I think he'll finish him on the ground, something like that. It's not. I don't think it's going to get a sub, but I could be wrong.
Almeida, I think, man, I think that he can. I think because
I think he can get the sub.
The speed advantage is going to be so different. He's a legit black belt. He's got a win over Caio Barello in jiu-jitsu. On the record, he's legit. So I think that he's going to be so fast on the ground that he'll be able to move, transition so smoothly that I think he'll get a rear naked choke or something. That's what I'm feeling for some reason, but definitely outs. But I'm hoping. I just needed to get over in that first round and a half for sure.
Yeah, Almeida wins in round 1's plus 100. That's a pretty good bet.
Yeah, plus money.
But what if Porter is just too fat?
That's a possibility. Too slow, man. I mean, Almeida is going to be fast. I think that dude can be a champ, man. He looks like he could be a future champ. So I imagine he should be able to go up to heavyweight and beat Parker Porter. You know what I mean? If John Jones is a beast at light heavyweight and goes up, you would assume he would still destroy Parker. I'm not saying this dude's John Jones, but a good guy like that can come up and beat a middling heavyweight.
Yeah. What's going on, Slack card? Let's see. He said, "Hey Johnny, why didn't you put up my comment on the screen? Do the bookies pay you for that too? Comment on the screen." Let me look and see what I got here. Bookies don't pay me nothing, I'll tell you that.
Right. I wish they did. But they pay me when I go cash my tickets. When I cash my tickets, they pay me.
If there is a bookie in here that wants to start paying me, hey, my email, subscribe.
Hit me with the sponsor.
No, I don't get too much of anything if. Trust me, it's not. I'm not quitting my day job. Let's put it that way. Let's see.
Might be able to sometime though.
Dude, hey, maybe like 5 years down the road when I have like, 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Yep. Need 200,000.
Yeah, that's when you have to quit your day job.
Yeah.
We like Porter, but lost for him to say, yeah. I think it's gonna be like that. Let's see. Johnny, never say never in the sport. Yeah, like I said, anything can happen in MMA. Fluke injuries, knees, all that stuff.
Definitely.
Yep. All right, let's move on up to the next one here.
Got up to 100 messages, it says.
Alrighty. We got Joseph Holmes versus Alan Amadowski.
Yeah.
Your turn or my turn?
I can start this one off.
Okay, good.
This is going to be a weird fight. It's a weird fight to bet. Alan Amadowski hasn't fought in almost 3 years. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, and he's basically just like a brawler. I mean, he explodes into all his punches. If he gets taken down, he explodes to get up. He's just constantly exploding, and he's out of gas in a round. If you watch him fight Christoph Jocko, gas is pretty quick. I just don't like much about his game, and he's 34 and hasn't fought in 3 years. But Joseph Holmes on the other side, man, he didn't look all that great against Jamie Pickett, and it was his UFC debut. Looked good in that first round, but seemed to slow down a lot. So, but Jamie Pickett's also a big dude like Holmes. So, I mean, he was able to wear on him a lot more than Amadowski's going to do. This is going to be a close fight, man. Like, not a close fight, but it's just a weird one to pick in the bet. But I'm taking Joseph Holmes by second round sub. But it's also weird too, because like I watched Amadowski fight Christoph Jocko, and he went 3 rounds with him and didn't get subbed, and he was getting taken down. He was gassed in the second and still survived. So I don't know if Holmes will finish him, but I expect him to get the win. Having just being bigger, longer, 6 inches of reach, 6 inches of height. That's a lot. And his jiu-jitsu is sick. So yeah, I'll take Holmes, but no bet on him though at all.
Yeah. It's the same for me. I got Holmes, but like it's just a weird fight because like Holmes didn't look good in his last fight, and I don't know if it was nerves or whatever. And he's more of a grappler submission guy, and I don't know why he tried to just stand and bang with Jamie Pickett, and Jamie Pickett's like not the greatest fighter in the world, and somehow he looked amazing against him. And I'm like, dude, like you look like he has so like really good submissions, and I don't even know why he didn't try to like take him down, because Jamie Pickett's, you can take him down too. Like, I don't know. It was just a weird fight for his first fight, but I think with the range, he's going to be the bigger fighter. Let's see, what's his name? I forgot. Allen, he hasn't fought in almost 3 years.
Excuse me.
Who knows what's going to happen? I think he lost to John Phillips.
Yeah, came out and just started throwing haymakers with a guy that's only chance to win is throwing haymakers.
And that's never a good look. So
right.
I see that the same way. I said first round submission. I think he's gonna actually go to what he's good at, which is grappling and submission, try to get this fight to the ground, and he's gonna be the way bigger, taller fighter, and he's just gonna wrap up like a rear naked choke or something like that. Right.
Yeah, I see that happening too. I don't know how you can bet Amadowski, not seen him fight in 3 years. I seen Nick just said he's been training with Kamzat his time off, but
yeah,
I think that, I mean, if he takes him to the ground, I think that'd be a mistake, because I think that's where Holmes is best at. So, but
yeah, even if he's on his back or whatever.
Did you get any bets on this fight at all?
You know what? Actually, like I was looking on Caesars, and when the props came out for like finishes and decisions and stuff, like they had Joseph Holmes by any finish at plus 250. And I was like, this is wrong. So I jumped. I threw like a little bit of money on it. It's going to be on my official bets. I haven't posted it yet, but and then like a day later, it's at like plus 100. So I think it was off.
Right.
So I mean, I think it's going to happen. I wouldn't have bet it if it was plus 100, but I saw it was plus 250, and I'm like, okay.
I could see him easy, like you said, getting a rear naked or something.
Yeah,
plus 250 is good money.
Yeah, for KO or a submission, it doesn't matter.
Right.
All right, we'll move on up to the next one here, since that was a easy one.
Yeah, it's hard to break that down. Don't know much about either guy, really.
It's a low level fight, and that's the prelim headliner right there.
Is it? That's what's going into the.
Yeah. So we're going in the main card here. So if you guys just joined us, just hit that like button for us. We're going to try to get to 40 likes. Let's do it. I think we could do it. Hit it right now. If you haven't subscribed to Blood Money, go ahead and do that. Don't forget about that. And we will go to Eric Anders and Junyun Park.
Okay.
And you did last time, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll pick Park here. And this is one of my most confident picks of the night. I think Park is super durable. He has really good boxing, and he's a really good wrestler. And to me, Anders, it only has like one chance of winning, and it's just landing that one power punch. And I know Park got knocked out by Rodriguez in his last fight, but he was winning that fight until he started like throwing punches against the cage for some reason. I think that was a bad fight IQ doing that. And I think it's because he did rock Rodriguez too, and he thought he was going to get the knockout, but he ended up getting knocked out. But I think he's going to be more in control of this fight because normally he does have really good fight IQ and he has good game plans going in. So if he can just take this fight to the mat, use his wrestling, push him up against the cage, I think he'll have a lot of success here. And I think he's going to win probably by decision. I don't see him knocking out Anders unless maybe he can get some kind of like rear naked choke or something, because Anders is not good at like submission defense at all.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, I'm with you on that. I'm really high on Jung Park this week. He's going to be a lot faster than Eric Anders. He has a lot more output. His jab is nasty. I think he's going to be jabbing up Eric Anders' face. Like you said, Eric Anders does have that chance to knock him out, but dude, Jung Park's super durable, and Eric Anders ain't knocking nobody out. Like I think the last knockout might have been like Tim Williams, and he kicked him in the face with like 45 seconds left in the fight, a fight he was losing. So I mean, he ain't really just like a one-shot knockout guy. So I'm with you, man. Eric Anders is like decent everywhere, but not great nowhere. He's just like a big physical athlete guy. He was in played for Alabama football till he was like 23. So I mean, he didn't have no background in martial arts. So yeah, I just think Jung Park's going to be faster. I think he has better striking, more output, great timing on his takedowns too. So I think that he will be the one that will be able to actually time a nice takedown on Eric Anders one, because Eric Anders is plodding, man. So if he just sits down on his punches, starts throwing hooks, I think Jung Park will be able to duck under. I think it's going to look a lot like the Tafan and Njoku fight that he had, where he was just faster, man. Because I think Tafan would beat Eric Anders, to be honest. And Jung Park was just so much faster, sticking that jab, moving, and when Tafan would set to throw his punches, Jung Park would be gone, or he'd be ducking under and landing a takedown. So he landed a perfect time takedown in a third. So I'm with you on having Jung basically being like a lock. I have him in a parlay with Jonathan Martinez, and I think both of them should get the win. You know what I mean? I think that both should be able to are better than their opponents. They're faster, and I believe they're both better than their opponents pretty much everywhere. So yeah, man, give me Jung Park. I'm with you on decision, and I got him in that parlay with Martinez, and I got 1.7 units to win. I believe it's 2.1.
Nice. Yeah, I got Park in a parlay too. I think it's with someone coming up here. And I think I also got the over 2.5 in this one. I did a lot of overs as well, like overs and unders in this fight, because it's just hard picking fighters in this one. They're all really close. It's going to be close fights, I think.
Right. Yeah, definitely, dude. A lot of decisions too, and maybe like a couple finishes this card. I don't see too many.
Yeah, I don't see too many finishes either. So Beastie Snipe said Joanna or Wei Li. Who do you think, real quick?
Wei Li. I think Wei Li.
Yeah, I want to say Joanna, but
she just hasn't fought in a long time, man. She hasn't been active. Yeah, I mean, the first fight was really super close, but I mean, Wei Li has got the striking with her. They're going to have, pretty much the same striking like last time, but if anybody's going to land any takedowns, it's going to be Wei Li, and I like her. I mean, Joanna just hasn't been that active, so.
Yeah. All right. So Slack Card says, Bookie, don't pay me anything. 2 seconds later, I said I don't get too much of anything, not enough to quit my day job. So how much is it? Well, Slack Card, I will tell you right now. If you want to click my link, you will be my first referral of like probably $50. So go ahead and do it. I greatly appreciate it. I'll get that $50.
Johnny, dude, you might as well just block them dudes, because they're from another Discord, from Lay's Discord. And dude, all they do is sit there and argue with people, and they're coming on here to try to mess with me. Some dude that's that. I left the Discord because some dude with the name like JJJJ was arguing with all these people, and for some reason, like his name was like 5Js or something. He was from another country, and for some reason they thought I know this dude. The dude was like, Cody or Blood Money is going to take over. Don't even know the dude, but I think they think it's you. I think that's why they're on here messing with you. They're like, is JJJ here? Like,
no, that's fine.
They have nothing better to do. But yeah.
I'm cool with trolls. That's all day. Let's go. They don't bother me one bit. That's cool.
We James, don't bother me.
Anders, I think, has came back down from 185. Power might not be there. That's true.
Right.
Let's see. Cold War. Yeah. We'll go with the next one here. Bit low level MMA here. Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is just another weird kind of fight too here.
Yeah, definitely. That's a lot of them on this one, man. A lot of them on this card for sure.
Yep. All right, we'll move on to the next one here. We'll do Polyana Viana versus Tabitha Ricci.
This is gonna be a good one.
Yep.
Who started the last one?
I think I did. Go ahead.
Okay. This fight is gonna be like weird. Both these girls are jiu-jitsu girls, really, but I just think that Tabitha Ricci is gonna have better striking. I think she's gonna be faster. Polyana Viana's ended her last 8 wins. They're all first round subs by armbar, and it's over like lower level girls. You know what I mean? Like what is it? Mallory Martin, Emily Whitmire, girls like that. Tabitha Ricci's a black belt. And to me, like Polyana's only way to win is by getting a sub, and she's not going to be able to sub Ricci. Ricci's got the better wrestling, so she should be able to land the takedowns and be on top. And I just think that she's going to have the control time. She's going to be able to stay safe. And when they're striking, Polyana's striking ain't terrible, but she's kind of slow and plotting, and she doesn't have the best defense. And I think Ricci's going to be able to land like big shots on her, not finish her, but land like the more solid big shots. And then I think that she'll be able to land the takedowns and get the top control. And I think Polyana is going to be dangerous on the ground in that first round and a half, but I'm gonna take Ricci to get a lot of control time, land the harder shots, and definitely I don't think she'll finish her, but I'll take her by decision. And I got a big bet. I bet like leave 1.9 units to win 1.5.
Okay. Yeah, I like Ricci here too. Viana's really good. She has good striking and she has good submissions when she's on her back. But man, Ricci, she kind of reminds me of like a combination of like Torres and Lupi, like just mixed into one. Like it's like really quick, really small, and she has good wrestling. And she's also a BJJ black belt as well. So she knows how to submit people too. So
right.
Man, I think the wrestling is going to be the biggest advantage here in this fight for Ricci. I know she's going to be smaller, but I think she's going to be quicker as well and all that stuff. So, I mean, to me, I like Ricci here. I have her in a couple of bets. I have the over as well. And I think when I was talking to you earlier, I think I just laid the minus 125 or 120 or 125 on her. So,
oh, that's a good line.
This is one of the like most confident fights. I'm gonna say I got to double down, maybe even triple down in this fight because there's not a lot of good spots that I'm seeing. I don't even like a lot of the KO props or anything like that this week. So the only reason why I did the Holmes or finish prop was because the line was off. It was set wrong.
Right. That's because 250 plus 250 and that's good. Dude, Polyana Viana's 3 losses in the UFC. She looked terrible. She couldn't get her submission game going. She lost to JJ Aldridge. There's another girl, Hannah Cyphers, I believe she has a loss to.
It was these like girls decision.
Yeah, and these girls were able to, even when they went to the ground, were able to stay safe. You know, and they're the JJ Aldridge. She's got her ground's getting a little better, but the other girl's terrible. And as long as Ricci can stay safe, dude, she's going to be able to. She's literally like better, I think, everywhere. And to be honest, if you watch Ricci fight her last opponent to me looked better than Polyana Viana. She had great takedown defense. She was tall, long, athletic. So it was good, man. It was a good win. And yeah, man, I think she's really going to be better everywhere. Land the bigger shots, have all the control time. So I got a big bet on Ricci. When I went to the casino last week, I wanted to bet her, and she was minus 150. But then I seen on Sportsbook or my bookie that they was coming down a little bit. So I just waited, man. And I thought I was going to get lucky and get her at plus money. But when I went to the casino yesterday, because it was like she was minus 120, minus 110 on some books. And at the casino yesterday, she was minus 130. So, but I still had to bet her. I think she's a good bet, this card.
Yeah, the first bet when I bet her, I got her at minus 140. And I thought that was a good play. And now she started going down. I'm like, I gotta double up on her now. So Papa Chuck said, whoops, I clicked off it. Papa Chuck, how's it going, man? He said Richie by decision.
Papa Chuck, what's up? Yep. Yeah, that's a but it probably has a good line on that too. I bet.
Yeah, I would say it's probably like plus 150 at least. Effie said Richie's got this. If she gets subbed, I'll do a shoey. Okay.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We got to see that, man. We definitely got to see that.
Let's see.
It's gonna have to come on a show and do it.
Let's see what we got here. Full capper consensus on Richie in the worlds of Range. There we go.
Nice.
Full capper.
Shout out to Range too. Shout out to Range.
We doing this show right now.
Yeah. I love Range's show, dude.
Oh yeah. I always watch it every time.
It's one of the most entertaining ones. It's just a freestyle. He just does whatever he wants to do. I love that.
Yep. Let's see. Cold Wars played Richie money line. I like it.
I like that. What'd you say the line on that was?
What'd you get the line for Cold War? He didn't say the line. He just said with 1.8 units.
Dang, I like that. I like that though for sure.
About Better said, I don't feel any better that you're with Richie as well. I may double down too. Yep. Yeah. I would double down. I think this is a good spot. The only thing that I'm a little worried about is like an early submission from Viana.
Right.
I want to say it.
But Viana can't even get to the ground if she wants to, but she could pull guard. But then Richie, I think it was Nick Alexander or somebody said she's got a black belt in 3 different things, which that's what I like. I like to see that.
Yeah.
Instead of, and he said, what's your name? Had a black belt. Like, oh, or something.
Let's see. It's Cold War's got it at minus 125. So that's a good. That's where I think I got it too. I got her at 120 minus 125.
That's a good line. That's I feel it, man. Yeah, if I could go back there, I would put more on Richie. I'm really confident. I think she should be more. Well, she started at minus 200 when the line came out. She was minus 200. Yeah, and then it got bet all the way back to uneven. So the bookies, when they brought it out, they thought she was a big favorite. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Get a good line at minus 130, man.
Let's see. So Slackcard is saying he doesn't give out his picks for money. So hey, Slackcard, if you want to put your YouTube channel in chat, we'll go ahead and check it out, all of us. So that'd be cool.
Bro, he won't even show his bet stubs. This dude. That's $3.
I mean, hey, we promote the smaller YouTubers, so if you have a Twitter,
not only that, but we're here for
Instagram,
we're here for.
We'll help you out.
Yeah, we're here for a good time, dude. Our chat is always legit. Every week's a good time. I don't know why people would come in and try to mess with that because everybody gets along in our stuff.
Oh, Slackcard, he's having fun. It's okay. I'm okay with this. It's fine. Hey, Slackcard, please post your Twitter, whatever you post your bets on for free, and then that way everyone can see your bets. So that'd be great.
Yeah, just go under Slackcard on Tapology. That's where he's at. See his record.
Okay. All right, moving on up here, we got Chitty Chitty Bang Bang versus Dushko.
Oh, this one's gonna be crazy. You want to start this one?
Yeah.
All right.
So, oh man, I'm a Dushko guy, but I can't pick him here. I just can't because his kryptonite is power punchers, and he just his striking defense is so bad, and it's still so bad. And I just can't trust him here. I think Chitty has a 6-inch reach advantage. And to me, that's insane. And I think eventually at one point, he's going to catch him. And it's going to be early. It's going to be in the first or second round. So, I mean, it's not a lot of breakdown here. If this fight does get, if Dushko can land a couple of takedowns, I'll give him some, there's a chance he can get a ground and pound knockout. Because he's really good on
definitely.
When he's on top. But man, if it's going to be standing on the feet, it's going to be a Chitty knockout all day.
Yeah, especially
I hate to say it, but man.
Yeah, I see that, man. Dushko. I mean, his last fight. I mean, people think he's chinny, but like he got dropped against Puna. Puna's just a crazy power puncher, throws him crazy shots and just keeps throwing hooks like that. Because he looked good against Gregory Rodriguez, who's a real power puncher too, you know, and he lasted the whole 3 rounds. Gregory Rodriguez is savage, and he was taking them shots. His last fight against Maki, he looked good. But I don't know, man. 1 second, I gotta find this. I don't know why it's so far back. Chidi killed me on the last one with Marco Antonio Barriute, man. He killed me with it. And I had a pretty big bet on Barriute. But Chidi's striking sick. Like, he's got sick Muay Thai, good striking, but man, he doesn't have the best like grappling. Like, if he gets taken down on his back, and he's a black belt now too, but he's not really subbing nobody. He looked good on Dana White's Contender Series against Mario Souza. He was able to, when he wore down a little bit, he was able to land some takedowns and stuff. But I don't know how good Mario Souza is. Chidi, it's going to be him striking all day, definitely. But with the way that Dusko, man, holds his head back like that, I could see him definitely getting rocked and dropped and finished in that first round. But to me, if he doesn't get finished in the first round, if he can get a little bit of grappling and a little bit of cage control, and if he does land a takedown, dude, Dusko's sick on the ground. Dusko has legit jiu-jitsu. He has legit ground and pound, and he'll mess Chidi up on the ground within like a round and a half. So I'm actually gonna pick Dusko just to pick him as an underdog. I don't have a bet on him, but I do think that because Chidi's a good striker and he's a KO guy, but he's not. I mean, we kind of act like he's like, just because what he did to Barriute, we act like he's like some crazy KO guy, and he's really not that. Usually he beats dudes up over. I mean, I think he knocked out Fiallo in like 20 seconds too, so he can catch you quick, but he'll usually beat you up over 3 rounds. But I don't know, man. I think Dusko, to me, it's either Chidi in the first for like lighting him up in that first round, or I think Dusko could even start taking over in that second. And if he gets it to the ground in the second, dude, he's gonna finish Chidi. So what I didn't want to pick either guy really, so I just picked the fight doesn't go to decision. I put that in another parlay because it was big. It was like -240. It was a big line, but like you said, man, I sat there at the casino for like an extra 25 minutes yesterday before work, just trying to find some good bets, man. Like, I have them all wrote down, but like the lines just suck and all that. And this is a tough card. So like I said, so I just took it don't go to decision because I either see it as Chidi finishing Dusko early or Dusko finishing Chidi later. So
yeah, I can see that too. And even Nick Alexander said like Dusko tries to lean back and avoid punches, but Chidi's
long.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to me, it's like, oh, get this fight to the mat if you want to win this one.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, so I mean, that's why I couldn't, even when Dusko was plus 200, I seen for a minute. I'm like, man, I want to bet him so bad, but that's what I see. I see, you know, him leaning back, like, but he did keep his hands up better against Gregory Rodriguez. But
he did, and he went to decision, and he lost, but I mean, he didn't get knocked out.
Better keep him all the way up against Chidi. So
all the way, and maybe even do like one of these.
Right, I wanted to get the under 2. Right, just completely just do the shell up.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't think this fight finishes, man. I think one way or another, one of these dudes finishes the other one, man.
Yep. Yeah, my wife did a 3-fighter parlay of like her favorite fighters, and it's just weird. Like, they all happen to be on the same card. She has Midwich and Dusko and Holly Holm.
I seen the parlay. I hope she hits the parlay.
You throw $10 on that. Go ahead,
dude. There's a possibility though all three of them can hit. So
100%.
That'd be funny. That'd be good. Then I bet that pays super good too. So yeah, man.
100%. All right, we'll move on up to the next one here.
Yes, sir.
Which is, I think it's co-main event now.
Ponzi.
This is going to be
fun. Yeah, buddy.
Video versus Pereira. You can go ahead and go. I think I went last time.
Man, I can't wait for this fight. I don't have I got a pick on who I think is going to win, but like I don't have a bet on this fight because I'm just going to watch it as a fan. But man, these dudes kind of do the same thing. Really good striking. Both of them can wrestle and grapple if they need to. I think Ponzi would actually maybe be a little better at that than Michelle, but I don't know if this is going to go to that. Ponzi's got better boxing. He's got better jab. Pereira uses a jab a little bit, but he just really wants to back up, move around, and then pounce in and hit you with a straight right down the middle. Man, dude, this is going to be a savage fight for real. It's either going to be Pereira's gas tank holds up and he scores an easy, like good decision, or it's going to be Ponzinibbio starts taking over in that second and third round. Ponzinibbio's fought the way tougher competition in his career. Even after coming back after having that blood infection and all that, he's already fought Jeff Neal to a close split decision. He got that win over Miguel Baeza. So yeah, man, I still think Ponzinibbio has it. He does. I mean, you sent me that picture earlier, and he does look. He looked
Dude,
like he
looks
got
like
older,
a rough
man.
35, dude. I'm like, man, you are younger than me, and you look way older.
Right. Yeah, and Pereira, man, he's still pretty young. He looks like he would be a little older, but
he looks like he's 35 years old.
Yeah, so he's still real young. Like I said, these guys are going to do a lot of the same stuff. But I just think that Ponzinibbio can start taking over in that second and third. And if Pereira, because Ponzinibbio is always putting pressure on you, always throwing some type of strike, you know, he's just always putting pressure. And I think that he's going to be able to take over. I think he's going to be able to get the decision and as an underdog and beat Pereira. So, yep. But I couldn't bet it. Like I said, I just want to watch this one as a fan.
Yeah. I wasn't going to bet this fight, but I pulled the trigger on Pereira. I think he's going to win. It's going to be real close. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's going to dominate. It's going to decision. I don't see a knockout or a submission by any one of these guys. It's going to be a really good fight. But the main reason why I'm picking Pereira is because he's really good. Like you said, Ponzi's going to push forward. He has a better boxing. But Pereira is just that wild card. He's got that dynamic striking. He just goes, he darts in, he darts out, he goes left, he goes right. It's just going to be hard to hit him when he comes in and goes out every time. And I think it's going to be like that the whole fight. And I do think maybe Ponzi will be like, you know, a little bit frustrated and maybe do something stupid. And another thing too, like you said, I think Pereira has the better wrestling. He
could.
I think he can take this fight to the mat if he wants to. I don't think that's not his game plan, like number one game plan. Probably plan C if he wants to do it. But it's gonna be it's gonna be a boxing and striking match. But I think Pereira's gonna do just enough with maybe rounds 1 and 2, and Ponzi will probably win round 3 like usual.
Right.
And it's just it might even go to split, and that could be another one to do a split decision here. It's gonna be real close.
That's a good one too. You're right, because I mean, I don't see it finishing either at all. I wanted to bet the over. I think it was like -165 at the time, but I didn't really want it enough to put it in a parlay. But yeah, maybe I should have. I mean, both these dudes are durable and tough. Yeah. But
Pereira's at -120 now.
Draw.
Yeah.
I see it's going in his favor a little bit.
What's up,
Ice Viking? Should. Yeah, Ice Vikings here. What's up?
He's tuning in with a sneaky earbud at work.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. It's awesome.
Let's see, Michelle decision, but Dan, it's gonna be a sweat for sure. I'm gonna sweat my bet 100%.
Right. Yeah.
Look who's here, Range. How's it going, man? Let's see.
Range, what's up, bro?
Has improved his fight IQ. He has improved it.
True.
He's toned down his craziness.
Yeah.
And I think he can do 2 solid rounds for sure. Like before, it's like 1 and we don't know what's going to happen after that.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes he gasses a little. I think the grappling, how it slows him down a little when he has to do that with like Nico Price and stuff. He did a little more grappling and he about died. And with Tristan Conley and all that.
Yep. And Jasper Drama said Argentinians can't fight. Remember that.
Yeah. I think Ponzi's the one that could, though.
That's what I was going to say. He's the only one I'm like,
the exception to, because
he's pretty good.
I thought he was on the route literally to either be the champ, definitely fight for the championship before that blood disease. He was on a 7-fight win streak. He's beat Sean Strickland. He's got good wins in his career, man. Neil Magny finished him, but it's a little older. He's had a lot more stuff going, but he looked good against Jeff Neal, dude. And Jeff Neal's world class. Like, who do you think would win out of Jeff Neal and Pereira? It'd be a good fight.
It would be. I would go with Pereira because I think he's just a little bit more volume and like he's really flashy. And I think that like the judges like that. And he might not like look like he's dominating a fight, but the flashiness helps him out, I think, a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Neil's more of just like, I'm just going to be like this and come forward and maybe throw 1 punch here. And
some kicks.
Kick maybe a little bit because, Neil's not that flashy. He's more of just a boxer guy,
Right. Got some decent kicks, but Yeah, man, this is gonna be a fun one to watch, dude. I'm just ready for that, man.
Yep. What's up, Roland? How's it going, man?
Roland, what's up, bro? Dev's in here. What's up, Dev?
Oh, Dev's here. I'm getting to him.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. Rand
just
said
popped up.
he's on the Michelle side, a bit more athletic and powerful. Ponzi has medical problems in the past,
Yeah.
All right. What's up, Dev? How's it going, man?
There we go. It just popped up. I was like,
oh, you're fine.
Good.
Chitty lock of the night. I think Sabbath said that's his lock of the night. I mean, it's a pretty good bet. My lock would be maybe
I think
Martinez.
I think Chidi should be more like minus 150. Yeah, I like that Martinez. I like that Martinez lock with the leg kicks and stuff. I do like that. I mean, unless like I guess Holmes and that, but man, but we'll get to that coming up. But yeah, man, I like Martinez. I think I would agree with that.
Yep. Let's see what we got here. Ron said he just got home from his kid's chorus concert, so he wasn't doing the show. No,
yeah, I hope it went good, Range.
Yep.
Can't wait to do another live show with him too sometime.
Yeah,
when I'm not working.
Range, one of these days, if we'll try to work something out where I can get on your show. I know Fridays I'm usually busy and I work a little bit later, but one of these days we'll get on there. Just let me know. I can
definitely. It's a good time.
I'll try to make something work.
It's a good time, man.
I know you mentioned it in one of your videos, and I tried commenting. I don't know if it worked or not, but I don't know the internet. I'm old, so.
I feel you on that.
All
dude.
right, let's move on up to the main event of the night that everyone is looking forward to: Holly Holm versus Ketlin Vieira.
The main event no one asked for.
Main event. I mean, it's got to be at least a little better than Aspen Ladd and Dumont. That was
I'll agree with that.
It's going to end the same way, though. I'll tell you that. But I think this is a little bit more intriguing. Did you go first or me? I can't remember.
Oh, I started last one.
Okay. I like Holly Holm here. Man, I just can't. I can't pick Vieira. I know she beat Tate, but Tate is garbage now.
Right.
And this is another 5-round fight. Holly Holm has amazing cardio. Vieira kind of slows down as the fight goes on. She has a little bit of power, but I don't think she's going to be able to knock out Holly Holm. The only way I can see maybe a finish in this fight is Vieira maybe getting an early submission in the first round, just taking her down and just grappling her in the first round real quick. But I just see this fight going the distance. I see it going over 4.5, whatever you want to do, whichever bet you want to do. And that's how I see it. It's just Holly Holm's a better technical striker here. She better cardio. She moves around the cage. She's not going to get hit a lot. So I have Holly Holm in a parlay. So I think this is another one of my most confident picks. I wouldn't say she's my lock of the night, but she's top 3 for sure.
Right. Yeah, I see. I'm with I'm kind of with Nick. I seen you just put up about her being 40 because she's 40. She's almost 41. She hasn't fought in a year and 8 months, which is weird when you're that old. You think you'd want to be more consistent. And I mean, I'm don't get me wrong. I'm picking Holly Holm to win, but I couldn't bet on her. And I almost like, as the fight's coming closer, I almost want to like switch and go with Ketlin. Cause like, I've been burned a lot of times on fighters that used to be good, and then all of a sudden they get old. You're like, holy shit. Like even Frank Camacho. Like I knew he kind of looked crappy in that Justin James, but that was like 30 seconds. But man, he came out and just looked like he never even fought before. I mean, he went toe-to-toe with Drew Dober for 3 rounds and couldn't. But Ketlin Vieira, it's like you said, she's a little bit. She looked good against Miesha Tate, but it's still, like you said, it's Miesha Tate. But Holly Holm's older now too, though, like how Miesha Tate's is older. So I don't know. I think you're right. I mean, Holly Holm's better everywhere. Probably better wrestling. I don't know about grappling like BJJ, but better wrestling and better striking, and definitely going to have the speed advantage. But Ketlin Vieira hits hard. She shows pretty good cardio last fight against Miesha, going off 5 tough rounds. And like I said, I'm going to pick Holly Holm, but man, it's worrisome, and it's a big line, and it's worrisome because this might be the fight she gets old. Maybe her reflexes are a little slower. You know what I mean? It sucks when that happens. But I'm going to take Holly Holm by decision. I don't have no bet that way, but I do have them with the a parlay with the Chidi fight doesn't go to the decision. Chidi fight don't go to decision, and then Holly Holm over 3.5. So
Okay.
I got that. I think I put like 1.65 units to win like 1.5 is a little over even money, under even money, but
Okay.
I really like that, man. I think this
Yeah.
fight goes over, and I think the other one ends at some point.
For sure. And like I'm even looking at the if you like Holly Holm to win, like you can do like the double parlay where it's like over 2.5 rounds and Holly Holm to win. Like you can get that at like plus money at one
Oh
point.
wow,
Might be
yeah,
like over 3.5 rounds, but like we said, this fight's gonna go the distance. I
right.
just don't see a finish by either one unless it's gonna be Vieira in the first round. So.
Right. I feel like Vieira might be I mean, it seems like their stats say that they're like the same size, but I feel like she's going to be a little bigger, probably be a little slower. So yeah, man, I
Yeah.
mean, if we get Holly Holm of 35, even Holly Holm of 38, 39, she'll get the win. But like I said, man, it's weird to be 40 and haven't fought in a year and 8 months. Like that's 20 months, man. And you figure you need to be getting your career
True.
on. But she looked
Yeah.
good her last fight. She looked really good against Aldana, her last fight, but that was like I said,
True.
almost 2 years ago. So
Yeah.
but
And
I'm taking home by decision.
okay. Yeah, Ranch said I think Holly Holm did miss her last fight. She had to pull out because of some injury. So
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't remember what it was, but
Right. That's what Rand said. Yeah, but what was the injury, right? Because I mean,
true.
dude, when you're 40, like I'm 40, you don't recover from shit to save. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now you hurt something, you're out 18 months instead of something that
Yep.
was like 3. So, and if she comes back even because Holly Holmes always her things is speed and movement. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And if she comes back in almost 41 years old, because speed's the first thing to go, power stays, but speed and your agility and your reaction time and stuff is the first thing to start slowing. And if this is the fight, she shows a little deterioration. Kelvin Vieira is not bad, dude. She's a good fighter. Like, she's definitely
Yeah,
like
she's
top
tough
3 to 5. So
and she'll stay in there, but like I just think she fades a touch. Like it's a 5-round fight. If this was a 3-round fight, it might be a different story, but the 4th and 5th round, like I know it was Miesha Tate. I think Miesha Tate didn't fight for like almost 3 or 4 years when she fought that fight or something. Was it that? I want to say it was that fight. Her first
with
fight
who?
coming back. Tate. Her first fight coming back was that against
No, she fought Maureen Renault first and beat her
yeah,
up, and
you're right,
then
you're right.
but I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
she doesn't look like the same Miesha Tate that
No.
she used
And
to be, man.
she looked weird in that fight, Miesha Tate. Like she was like crouching down and like looking like a goblin or something. I don't
Right.
know. I was
It's
like,
like
what are
her
you
striking
doing?
defense.
Yeah.
And
So
her striking ain't the best. If she can't get it to the ground, she's usually
yeah. Effie brought up a
screwed.
good point though. I don't like to bet on women's MMA fights, even though I still do. But he said there's a lot of good playable opportunities for the women's MMA on this card, which I think so
I,
too,
I
except the
think
first one.
right. Yeah,
Reed
man.
and Hughes, I wouldn't touch unless you want to do a split decision.
I like the over, but I mean it's juiced
Yeah,
up.
you could do the over, but I'm sure it's like minus 400 or some shit.
It's way up there because I don't see either of them girls like finishing. But that's
No.
a tough fight to call, man. Both them girls kind of do the same thing. It's at this point it's low level. They both could get higher level. Like they're both good, but it's too hard to know anything
Yeah.
about what they're really doing.
Effie said that he thinks it's a knee injury from Holly Holm that knocked her out or got her out of it. But then Nick Allen said it was a herniated disc. So we're having conflicting reports. It could be
That'd
something.
be terrible. That'd be terrible
Yep.
though, because you're not doing no training or nothing with that.
Exactly.
Dirty rested on 43, feel like a schoolboy here. Yeah. Yeah, man. So it's not good to be getting them injuries at that age. And because like I said, 18 months, that's a long time at 39 to 40 to be taken off of your MMA career. So dude, this could be the fight. Kelvin Vieira is good, man. She really is. She gassed out against Kunitskaya. That's why she lost there. And then her other fight was against Aldana, and she just got knocked out. She got dropped and knocked out, was lazy. But I don't see that happening here. And she looked good against Tate. So this could be the fight where somebody could make a lot of money by fading home, being almost 41, and Caitlin Vieira being just good enough. Because even, like, to be honest, when Holly Holm was 35, 33, this would be a good fight. Like Holm would beat her, but I don't think she would just destroy her. And when you're at minus 250, you should be walking through somebody. And I don't think almost 41-year-old Holm's going to walk through Vieira. Like, honestly, like I said, even when Holm was like 33, this would be a good fight. She wouldn't just go out there and KO her in the first round. So maybe at 41, this is the time Vieira can take over. But I don't know. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just talking with it.
I mean, if you're going to bet Holm at like minus 250 right now, you're just banking on her, making it to the judges' scorecards and just outstriking the whole fight. Like that's all she can do right now. And she might be able to land like a leg kick, maybe, or a high leg kick and knock her out. But I mean, it's 40 years old, like you said.
Yeah. Fashion Cold War says, I think that at plus 200, because the line's going up and up and up. Man, that kind of looks in, like Effie said, dude. Holly Holmes never fought. I didn't even think of that. She never fought in a small cage and without a crowd. And that gives her less. I mean, her thing is movement. You know what I mean? Movement, getting out of the way. So that's small. That's a very good point right there.
Yep.
I think it's going to be a close fight either way. I just don't think that. I think everybody is still thinking about Holly Holm of 33 years old and even though she did look good last fight, but Irene Aldana has no takedown defense. Like she looked terrible in that fight as far as Holm just taking her down over and over and just holding her down. But should be a good fight though. Yeah,
I just think for me, like I know Holm hasn't fought in almost 2 years, but like, man, you have to show me in one of your fights that you're slowing down in order for me to like kind of like fade you, if you want to say. Like so for me, like Holly Holm hasn't showed me enough yet to where I'm gonna say
you gotta fade her.
I can't do it. You don't have it anymore. One of those things. And maybe this is the fight, like you said. We don't know, but I'm just going with it. I'm going with what I know up here. Like I know she's quick. I know she has cardio, and she has really good boxing. Like
like you said,
I think that's the way to beat Vieira here. She's too quick for her, I think.
You know, that's what the line's based off of for sure, is that she's gonna put on that classic Holly Holm performance. And like I said, I'm picking her by decision, but I'm gonna see him at face-offs too. I want to see the difference in size. I just seen a picture on Instagram. Holly Holm, she looks like she's of her hair and her UFC thing. She looks like she's still in great shape and stuff, but man, dude, like I said, speed's the first thing to go as you're getting older. Power stays, but speed and coordination and your reflexes are the first thing to start tailing off a little bit. So
I mean, my wife watches a lot of Holly Holm like Instagram stuff, and she does like a lot of workouts, and she does like crazy workouts.
Oh, dude,
I'm like, I couldn't even do those. Like, and
she's a bad chick, dude. Yeah, she's a bad chick. I mean, she's tough, dude, and she should get the win here. But I just hope we don't see that decline right here. This is the time, because she's still fighting these top of the girls that are in their prime at the top of their game. You know, big girls too. So.
All right. So before we leave, what's your underdog of the night? Your underdog lock of the night. We'll just say that, because we already kind of said our locks of the night. Your underdog. Like, let's do a long shot. Who do you think will win?
I'm gonna go with for the underdog, I think, and it's a big one. I'm gonna go with I don't know. I mean, it's either gonna be Sam Hughes. I can say that, but also I want to say Dusko. Take him as a long shot underdog, because he has a path to victory. If he can wrestle this and get this to the ground, he can get a finish. Chidi has, I believe, 6 or 7 losses, and out of them 6 or 7, 5 or 6 of them are finish losses. So, you know what I mean? So I'll take, as a big underdog, I'll take Dusko. If it's just one that you want to throw a little bit on to make some money, I like Sam Hughes as an underdog. I don't mind.
It's going to be a close
or
fight.
Ponzi. I mean, I would have to really, like, if I wanted to tell you, if you want to bet on one, it'd be Ponzi. If you want to take a chance, Dusko. I'll go with that.
Yeah. And if you want to take like you said, it's going to be a 50-50 fight, and you're going to bet Hughes, and she's at plus 140 right now, I think. Right.
And like it's going to go to split.
Nope.
Yeah. I agree with that. Man, our chat was awesome tonight for the most part. James, what's up? I appreciate James. And he said his wife Amy watches with him. That's awesome. Effie, Ranch came in. You got Dev, Roland. Man, everybody appreciate all you guys, man. Fashion Cold Wars too. Saba, Nick, man, all you guys are awesome. Come here every single week, dude.
Here.
Yeah, and the thing is they know their stuff too. So man, we always have good conversation, bro.
For sure.
Especially with Ranch. We're gonna all have to watch do some type of watch along when I'm off of work. Me, you, Ranch, we'll get on his channel with Dave and them.
Yeah, that'd be fun,
dude, that'd be a good time.
And guess who's gonna be my underdog of the night? You'll never guess.
Hold on, motherfucker, Chase, one-dimensional Hooper. I knew it. You son of a gun. I knew it.
Dude, I set this up perfectly.
You did. Well, earlier you were saying, like you were saying about Holly Holm, that she hasn't shown you no type of thing, like no decline or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Chase ain't showing you no progress. You know what I mean? So it's hard to bet. He hasn't shown. I mean, he needs.
I'm just hoping in my heart of hearts that
it's going to be a weird, sloppy fight though, because like you said, Chase makes it that way. They're going to be rolling around doing some stuff, but I just think that Corrales, he's going to land harder shots when it's on. So even if it's kind of even, sloppy on the ground, I think when they're standing, Corrales will have it.
Yeah. But. Are we betting Holmes? I have a bet on Holmes to win by finish, and it was only because I got it at plus 250 the finish, and that line is off. Like
she could head kick her. Or no, you're talking about Joseph Holmes. I thought you said Holmes.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. But yeah, that's the only thing with Joseph Holmes. I wouldn't do a money line bet or anything like that.
No parlay with him or nothing.
No, that's the only bet I got on because it's plus 250 and it shouldn't be plus 250.
Right. Appreciate Saba coming through. Hooper dog of the night, he said.
Yep.
Damn it, Saba. Saba and you and Johnny's both gonna get me, man.
Well, he did a question mark. I don't think that's his dog of the night.
Oh, okay. So that's who Johnny picked for dog of the night.
My dog of the night. Let's go. It's gonna happen, guys.
Right.
So come back 2 weeks and I'm gonna be like, listen, Hooper won. I'm not gonna brag.
You're gonna be like, man, you was right. Hooper don't belong.
I got all my bookie money.
Hooper's gonna be
all the sponsorship money from Hooper. I can't wait to just hold it in my hands.
Hooper's gonna be the LFA champion in about 2 years. And when he works his way up to that, he's gonna have to go to the LFA and work his way to the top because it's not gonna happen in the UFC.
You know what, Cody, I just don't believe you just don't like Hooper.
And I know the thing is though, dude, I really do like Hooper. Like he's a good kid and stuff. I don't know, man. Right.
But all right, I'll let you go to work because you have to get to work, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Right.
So we'll figure out something too for next week, maybe on the week off, or I don't know if we'll just take the week off. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. UFC. I'll post something on everything so everybody can know if we do something. So, all right, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Later, Slack. Later, Nick. Later, Effie. Later, everybody that came,
everybody. Man. Hope you all win your bets this weekend. Slack hard. Thank you for coming by. Hope you come by next time again. And
juice some comments up.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? It's fun. I love your stuff. So come on back. All right. Take
all right, man. Everybody, see you guys. Good luck this weekend, everybody. Later, guys. Later, Slack and your mom.